decided I'm gonna put my hat back on. It's my cozy hat today. I'm gonna wear this thing. Why not? It's my favorite, one of my favorite hats. I have lots of favorite hats. This is Evening Hatha. Tonight's theme is to wind down or calm down or unwind, whatever you'd like to call it. Different words, pretty same meaning. No earbuds tonight. Typically I wear a hat or I wear a headband to keep my earbuds in place, but I left them with my bunny so he can use them. So don't have that. Gonna be all the standing ways because we'll do some standing today. But like most classes, you maybe want to do more what your body is requesting you, or things may look a little different than what they look like for me. And with that, it's just if you'd like to stay in a pose longer, you're more than welcome to. If it doesn't feel good and you want to come out of that pose sooner, you are more than welcome to. And or I will take myself out of alignment so that I can speak, especially today since I don't have the earbuds, into the screen to you. Thank you for welcoming me into your space through whatever device you are using to allow me to be there. And let's get started. So I'm gonna also bring, we're gonna have a little extra meditative tonight. So I'm gonna bring my mat a little bit closer. Just cleansed it with some soul wipes. So there is a woman in California, I believe it was in California, who sent me these. And super sweet. They're these soul wipes, these hand sanitizing wipes, and these ones are for the crown chakra. They make them for other chakras. These have I didn't realize, essential oils with Palo Santo and vetiver, which I did not know what that was, I had to look it up. And it says quartz crystals, which can help energize other crystals. It can clear out energies in the space, and then you'll bring an intention to your space. So clear crystals and they can also be very powerful depending on what type. Quartz is a very popular crystal. So thank you. Soul wipe. So using the soul wipe. So you're welcome to start seated, or you're welcome to start in a shavasana if you choose, which is corpse pose, where you're flat on your back. You're more than welcome. We'll ease into poses and stretches tonight. This is a 45-minute class to connect, chit chat, welcome some breath work, welcome some meditation, and asana, which is poses and stretches. So with different names, typically in Sanskrit, historically in Sanskrit. But welcome with a little, what did I call it earlier? A little trick of the time, since a lot of places had daylight savings. We have this light still coming in, and I hear people going, oh, it's so late and it's still light out. But it's like, well, we moved our clocks a little bit ahead, so that might do that. But enjoying that nonetheless behind me. And hopefully wherever you are also able to enjoy your space or just enjoy this moment. The planets and their alignments and things are causing quite trickery and some nonsense out there in the world right now. So if you can at least enjoy this moment that we're together and enjoy it with gratitude, graciousness, and blessings. So you're more than welcome at this time to close the eyes, but you don't have to. You could have a hazy gaze, which is just a soft gaze, or a gentle smile to help your eyelids relax. It's up to you, but you don't have to. Gonna take a big, deep breath in. You'll start to lengthen the body as you do so, whether you're lying down or you're sitting with me. Deep, 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 deep. Inhale, inhale through the nose and hold it as long as you can. When you get to the body being full of that breath, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And then when you cannot hold it no more, release it out of the mouth. Cleansing breath. We're gonna do that twice more. So when you're ready, and again, inhale through the nose, hold, inhale, 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 and hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Feel the body, feel it connecting into your core possibly, or into your back and your spine. And when you can hold it no more, let go. 1 to go. Inhale once again. Deep, large, holding, cleansing breath. Inhale, inhale, inhale through the nose. And when you can't hold it anymore, hold it as long as you can, but when you can't, exhale. I naturally close my eyes. Some shapes come into play. We're going to play with that since some shapes channel in. Shapes and colors and numbers and things can have significance. So we'll play with shapes at the end of it. So that will be tonight's wind down or unwinding intention. If we're focused on what's happening right here, it allows us to welcome ourselves into awareness, into the present moment, and we leave all the things that are not here behind. So we're starting with that, and that allowing to be the intention of unwinding and our presence. We'll start. So while you're allowing your breath to go back to normal breathing, your inhales and exhales, you might be finding them inhaling and exhaling through the nose, or you might be finding them inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, or inhaling through the mouth and exhaling through the mouth. No matter whichever way, allow your breath just to return to its normal breathing after those cleansing breaths. And as you find yourself breathing, slowly bring awareness to the parts and pieces of the body and allow it to soften. So we're moving from this feeling all of that and release to now we're going to allow ourselves to soften and sink into our mats, our beds, our chairs, or wherever we find ourselves in, if anything at all, or floors. And just breathe. You're welcome to close the eyes. This first part's mainly going to be more so listening than it will be needing to see anything, if at all. Maybe you don't see any of these practices, but you join every Wednesday, flowing to your heart's desire, but just knowing that, hey, we're doing this together. And we're going to play with that eventually. We're going to play with that where there will be some lives with just some movements taking place. It'll kind of be like a open studio, but virtually. So allow your body to soften. Allow your gaze to fall wherever it falls, or closing of the eyes. Still just breathing, connecting with each part and piece of the body, softening. The chin softens, the shoulders soften, the belly, the back, the hips, the legs, the feet. Allow yourself to sink into wherever you are. If your eyes are not already closed, go ahead and close the eyes now. And continuing to breathe, still breathing. Maybe you still have that gentle smile upon the face to help the eyelids relax, even if they're closed. Noticing if the body feels different or not with the eyes being closed. No matter if it does or not, still inhaling and exhaling. Checking in with different parts and pieces. And softening even deeper into your seat, bed, mat, floor, whatever it may be that you're sinking into. As you're breathing, We're going to bring awareness to that breath. We're going to find 3 cleansing breaths once again. Inhaling through the nose, holding and exhaling through the mouth to find a sense of even deeper, overwhelming calm and peace, a relaxation over the body, mind, and thoughts. So when you're ready, find those last few natural breaths. And then on your next inhale, no rush, no hurry, no worry. On your next inhale, inhale, take it in deep and slow and hold. And when you can hold no more, cleansing release through the mouth. Once again, inhale your own pace and time. Hold. And when you can, exhale through the mouth. And one more. Inhale. Exhale, cleansing breath. Eyes can still be closed. Release, 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 let go. Sink and soften deeper into your space and place. And just breathe, going back to your natural breath. And we'll start to welcome some physical movements into the body. So if you chose Shavasana, corpse pose, as your meditative breathwork placement asana of choice, we'll give you a second to slowly, gently turn over onto one side, being easy with the body. And gently then rising up to a Sukhasana, easy seated position, legs crossed. Take a moment, take a breath to get there. And if your eyes are still closed, which maybe they are, especially if you were in Sukhasana already, we're going to allow the palms to connect in front of heart. And we're going to allow a little swish and wish, as I like to call it, a little rubbing of the hands. You can go at whatever pace your body allows. And gently, slowly soften the hands till they find stillness. Eyes can still be closed. And you'll gently separate the palms away from one another to feel the energy, the heat that you've just created. Slowly, when the hands are about chest width apart, the palms will rise and come over the eyes. Take a breath. Slowly open the eyes with them still covered by the hands, so you're opening into darkness. And allow your eyes to follow the hands as they slowly move away. The hands make their way back down chest, palms facing up. Eyes follow the hands, so maybe your head tilts to follow also. Take a breath, maybe go wide-eyed for a moment, and allow your head to rise. Welcome back to center. And breathe. Hold your hands out, palms facing up. And when you're ready, we'll just extend the hands away. Elbows start to straighten. Spine starts to lengthen. Crown makes its way towards ceiling and sky. Take one hand over the other. Allow a little stretch through the hands and palms. Stretch, not strain. And then take it to the other side. Stretch, not strain. And the palms, hands can intertwine and connect. Palms face out, stretch. Palms face in. Disconnect the hands. They flow out to sides. You might not see my hands flowing out to sides. That's all right. Inhale, arms float up to ceiling and sky. Vision can follow. Anjali Mudra, heart. Elbows go out wide to either side. Palms press into one another. Hands do a lot of work. Give them a little stretch and break and rest. Go through each and every finger, thumb pressing into one another. A little awareness, a little stretch. Then the palms press in once again, elbows out to sides. Nice way to work the shoulders and the arm muscles too. And then point the fingers away, arms extend, hands open, palms face up once again. Hand goes over a hand to stretch. And take it to the other side. Then allow the hands to separate once again. Fingertips point up towards the sky. Arms are long, elbows are long, or maybe a soft bend. You don't want to overextend. And feel your fingers spread apart. Fingers pointing up towards the ceiling and sky. Feel this stretch in the palms. Feel this energy. Because we do this all day. The hands are, and we're this. Many of us. So open it up, because it's also going to allow you to lengthen through the spine. Shoulders down away from the ears. And almost like you're still kind of taking the palm back. Stretching through the wrist. And then soften. Fingertips point away. Palms face one another. And arms go wide, aligning with shoulders out to sides. Inhale up to sky. Anjali Mudra to heart. This time, forearms come together. Shoulders are down. Our shoulders are down, but also elbows are down. A little stretch, just a good way to prep for eagle pose. If you are unsure what eagle pose is, usually there's the lower body also, but the arms twist and connect. So it's shoulder opener, chest opener. So this time we're gonna bring the forearms together, palms connected. Feel it in front of the chest. And there's gentle strengthener for the shoulders. And extend. So the forearms don't connect, fingertips go forward. Open arms out to sides once again. Raise to ceiling and sky, Anjali Mudra, to heart. Elbows can soften back out to sides. We'll go ahead. We're going to take the arms past through center. We're going to extend them away, float them through sides. We're going to take them behind us. We're going to intertwine the fingers behind us, the hands behind us. Drop the shoulders, lifting chest, hands connecting to the mat. We're going to lift. They're going to gently extend back, lift the vision if you choose. And a gentle forward fold if you choose. Arms will rise. And gently rise, release, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Or wave it out. And take them back and forth across the chest and body if they're feeling some sort of way. Release. Side stretch. We're gonna go ahead. We'll get to the legs in a moment. One hand to side, connecting to floor or mat or chair, depending where you are, if you're standing. Hand to hip. Opposite arm, extend and lengthen, up and over. Lift the chest. If you'd like to go a little deeper, that hand that's connected to mat might drop down to forearm. It's up to you. Gently rise, release. Take it to the other side. I'm just popping around. Popping around so you can see what I'm doing if you do want to see, but really just flow with the words. Make it your own. And release. We're going to bring that awareness. Lower body will come back to the core. feet connect out in front, knees in close to chest. We're gonna welcome this closeness, this self-soothing to body. Arms wrap around the shins or just below the knees. Lift and rise, shoulders low. I took a class and the teacher was like, don't worry, your organs will move. Because there's this, I have that, I talked about it in another class. I I want to like protect my organs by not pushing into them. But that's all right, they'll move. A little massage. So the legs come close. Bring them in closer, bring them in tight if you can. And relax, release. Hands will go back. And the knees will drop to one side, feet together. Cat's tail. Cat's tail pose. So arms are behind you, shoulders away from the heart. Knees are out to side. Or you could call it a little variation of a spinal twist. I like cat's tail. And then return to center. Breathe, adjust your tail. And knees fall to the opposite side. Cat's tail on the opposite side because your legs look like a cat's tail. I always think of my cat. My little Tom, R.I.P. when I think of that. And back to center. Wrap around once again. So welcome. The heels in close to the lower body. Scooch in as close as you can. Wrap the arms around. Push into those guts. Push into those organs. Awareness. See how it feels with that pressure. Like my yoga teacher said, they'll move. You can hold here or option to drop forehead towards the knees. If you chose to drop your forehead towards the knees, you're going to notice the change in breath, possibly. You also might notice some tight and tension in the jaw or shoulders. Inhale to that tightness and tension, exhale, release. And release the pose, lift the head. We're gonna go ahead, allow those feet to drop to one side. We're gonna lift and find ourselves on all fours for just a moment. We're gonna allow the hands to come in close. We're gonna take one foot, think of that into the guts once again. We're gonna take another foot. You're gonna find yourself in a yoga squat. Tail goes up, head goes down, inversion, Uttanasana. Forward fold. So I'm gonna take myself out of alignment so that you can hear the projection of my voice since I don't have the AirPods as I mentioned at the beginning of class. We're gonna play with the Uttanasana the same way we did just now with bringing those legs close, that's self-soothing, a way to bring awareness and release to unwind, calm down. So if you have anything going on with vertigo, you might choose to keep your head lifted up, but still have the vision down to floor. But find something to stare at. Because if you have your head and your vision in front of you, that might strain the neck. So we still, even if you stay lifted in case you have vertigo, bring awareness, pull the belly button in, engagement in the muscles gently, and still have that vision on a point. You could have the knees soft, or you could be bending and unbending the knees. Your hands can be out in front of the feet. Your toes are pointed forward, big toe, pointed forward. If you have those toes, point them forward. Bending, unbending, finding your Uttanasana, forward fold. Feel the body. Now, if you bend the knees, you're gonna feel that belly rest on those thighs. And when you go to straighten, so the thing will be as your body lengthens and flexes, and you breathe and relax the muscles and find more in your Uttanasana. You're welcoming those organs, that body close again. You can even take the hands and wrap them behind on the backs of the legs or the calves, or intertwine the arms and come in closer. Remember to keep breathing, or just take your time. As the body relaxes, the head inverts, the shoulders, everything grows heavy. Maybe your fingertips touch the floor. Then maybe as you're breathing and relaxing and resting into it, then the fingers, then maybe the palms. So find yours. Maybe the fingertips face back. Play with that. Fingertips forward, connecting, fingertips back. Our bodies all move differently, so you may find it easier for your hands to face forward and connect with the mat versus facing backwards. That can do with the opening of the shoulders. So play with that Uttanasana with the hands, and then when you're ready, find a restful place. Just hang in your Uttanasana. Maybe you find a ragdoll. Just opposite hands to opposite elbows. When you breathe, let go, relax. The physical body, you may notice your hands naturally get closer and closer to the mat or connect with the mat. And when you find some support through the hands or fingertips, play with the feet. So as you play with the feet in your Uttanasana, it might be lifting off the heels for a moment. It might be lifting off the toes, spreading the toes, or placing the hands in between the toes, or even lifting big toe side up and then outside of foot up. And play with that, the weight distribution. And then welcome stillness once again. And halfway lift. Hold at your halfway lift. Lengthening through the crown, shoulders back, tail back. Breathe. Belly button in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and hold. Inhale, exhale. Hands are to shins or to thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, slowly rise, this time all the way. Root to rise. Shoulder shrug or shoulder roll back. Tadasana, palms facing forward, shoulders low from ears. Vision's forward, those big toes are forward. Check in with body, check in with the pelvis. Pull the belly button into spine. Tail drops. So that we're not doing this, we're standing. And things are stacked. They're stacked. Tadasana, palms facing forward. Shake it up. Breathe. Wake up those nadis. Let go. And yes, time for 3 cleansing breaths. In that Tadasana, find the balance in the feet. Engage, welcome length through the spine. Inhale through the nose and hold it as long as you can. Exhale, release, cleansing breath through the mouth. Let it go. We notice the body softens there. Once again, inhale through the nose. Exhale, and you can hold it no longer. Through the mouth, cleansing breath. One more. Inhale through the nose, hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And when you cannot hold it any longer, exhale, cleansing breath through the mouth. You can even have a sigh there, if you choose. All right, arms are gonna pass through center, raise the ceiling or sky. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, lengthen those arms. Exhale, Anjaliya to heart. Deeper in the seat. Once again, check in with the pelvis. Tails down. Pull that belly button in. Engage that lower core. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to one side. Back to center. Exhale, twist to the opposite side. Back to center. Come to standing. As you rise to standing, the hands can adjust as you need to support. Find weight on your left leg. Leg lift on the right. Gentle balance here. Hands can stay at heart, or you can take the hands underneath the leg. Take it out to side. I like to do a half Anjali and Mudra here to find some balance. You don't have to, but it might help. Find your footing. If you need to reset, reset. Come back to center. Foot drops. Walk it out, step it out, shake the hands out. Tadasana. So maybe a shoulder roll to the back. Find the balance in the feet and breathe. I'm gonna do that again. So we're gonna float those arms through center, raise them to ceiling and sky. Exhale, chair. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, inhale. Anjali Mudra to heart. Fall deeper in that chair. Check in with that pelvis. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And this time, the second way you shifted. So I went right to left. I'm gonna go left to right. You can do that. You can go left to right this time. If you went right to left the first time, twist and let go. Option to open those arms. Bring it back if you choose. Breathe in center. Take it to the other side. Option to open the arms. Bring it back to center. As you rise, this time we'll lift the left. Find the balance in the right. Find sturdiness on all fours in the feet. Hands can stay at heart center or come underneath the leg. Leg can go out to side. We'll hip opener here. And bring it back to center. Release, shake it out. Tadasana. Check in with the body. Maybe you take a cleansing breath or Ujjayi breath. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna creep those arms through center to ceiling or sky. Welcome a back bend. And palms connect down to heart, return to standing. Breathe into Tadasana. And when you're ready for it, we'll release. The hands will float out to sides. We're gonna raise them to ceiling and sky. We're gonna swan dive, forward fold. You can bend the knees. Remember to breathe, and you don't have to follow exactly as I'm doing because I'll take myself out of alignment again. Find yourself in Uttanasana, toes are pointed forward. Take any movements that are calling you. And when ready, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands are gonna connect out in front of feet. You're gonna step back into plank. Hold your plank. You could also allow the knees to come to mat. Otherwise, hold your plank. Palms spread apart. Arms in close. Lower down to belly. Nice push up. Let the feet go flat behind you. Let's bring awareness to a half locust pose. One arm's gonna come out in front, so you're gonna kind of take that weight to the side of you. I'm gonna do my left side first so you can see me. I'm gonna take left arm back, bend at the knee, and grab onto foot or toe. So actually wheelbarrow. So I get so used to saying locust, because if you want to do locust, if you're keeping the leg long, you'll just take the arm back and you're gonna lift that chest. It's gonna allow a little side stretch here, but you're going to reverse wheelbarrow, some stretch in the quads. You're gonna grab that back leg. And release. We're gonna take it to the other side. So you could either just take that arm back, stroking behind you and lift, or option to grab that foot. Release. Gonna roll down, so your hands are gonna come out to the side of you. Lift the head, chest, belly, pelvis. Take it back, Balasana, child's pose. Rest in your child's pose. Knees can still be underneath the hips. Your forehead possibly connected to mat. Your eyes are closed or vision is face down towards the mat. Your arms are lengthened out in front of you. As your tail sits upon the heels and wants to lower, lengthen, rest over the heels. Your arms are still going long. So it's almost like this pull to two sides of the body, the two poles, the north and the south. Rest and breathe. You're going to bring awareness to your right arm in your balasana. So you might move your tail a bit. You're going to find a gentle thread the needle. Your right arm's going to come in closer, and then it's just going to go crossing under the left arm out to the left side. Gentle. A little gentle shoulder stretch once again, along with allows to stretch through the midsection. Take a breath there. Gently release. Allow that right arm to return to center, lengthening out by left, and then take it to the opposite side. You'll welcome the left arm close. It's going to go past the right, out to right side. Gentle thread the needle, balasana kind of variation mix here. Breathe and lengthen and stretch. And take it back to center. Those arms are long. Once again, your forehead reconnecting with the mat. Didn't expect it to do that except for on the one side or the other with your thread the needle. So the forehead possibly reconnecting, the arms are long. Take the knees wide, big toes touching behind you. Fall deeper if you choose into your balasana. Deep ujjayi breath. Deep inhale in and release, sigh it out. All right. Take your time, slowly start to rise from your balasana. Now, you can still have the knees mat width apart and hold here. Welcome a lotus mudra. So pinky and thumb connect in front of heart. Option to hold here, or option to take the legs to the side. Boop, boop. So left leg goes out to follow left knee to left side of mat. Right foot goes out to right side of mat to match and go in line with the right knee. The knee's kind of really set in the middle. Hold that lotus pose and just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Checking in once again. You could have that hazy gaze or closed eyes. We're going to be here a minute. Breathing. Checking in with the muscles, the body, the tail sinking in deeper. And beneath you, that belly button still pulling into the spine. That pelvis is still kind of sitting deep in between the legs. Lotus mudra. Check in with our hearts, our pure emotions and feelings and centers and truth, where that little voice sometimes comes from. The head and the heart will battle. Sometimes they meet right in the throat chakra, which can cause so many things. So just breathe and release. Allow your open heart to speak to you. And what does it say in the silence? Take another breath. And then when ready, Angelia, pray your hands, heart. Take a moment to thank yourself here, whether it's out loud or in the mind, for being here, for making it through another wild day on this earth. Let it all go. We're gonna extend the arms out in front of chest. The arms are gonna make their way out towards sides. Inhale up to sky. Exhale, Angelia to heart. Twice more, out and up. Exhale to heart, and once more, out and up. The windows are open. Down to heart. Is your heart open? like my windows. Opening up to the world, the opportunities that lay out in front of you, but in tune enough to know when we don't need too much. A little's just enough. All right, be gentle to release. You could take the hands down to sides, or they can gently come out in front of body. You're gonna lift the tail, nice and easy, lifting that tail out in between the thighs. Big toes are gonna touch behind you, and then both feet can connect to one side. The tail's gonna drop on the mat. Legs are gonna come out in front of you for just a little shake out here. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. It's a lot of effort on those legs. And I stretch. Hips the body. You can kind of wave the legs side to side, whatever they need. Bring it in close again. So I'm gonna start with my right leg. I'm gonna bring that leg in nice and close. Then I'm gonna cross it over my left. I'm gonna step forward, but I'm just gonna allow both arms to wrap around the shin, lengthen through the spine. Breathe here, getting close, close, close to those organs. Feel them, massage them. Let them know, hello, I'm here. You can stay here or then backstroke that same side arm as the crossed leg and go in for a spinal twist. That arm can wrap around or cross outside of it. Gently release. Take it to the opposite side. Wrap it in close. Stay here or option to spinal twist. Remember to breathe. Release. And we're gonna bend the knees. We're gonna come in close with both knees being near chest, but not into chest. We're gonna lift the toes or the feet, the front of the feet off the mat. Heels will be connected to mat. Little gentle boat pose. Extend and lengthen the arms, palms facing up, and incline the upper body back just a few. Breathe. And continue to do this until your spine makes its way all the way to mat. Arms then go overhead the body. Legs go long for a nice long stretch here. So feet are gonna stretch towards the opposite way. You're on your spine, your back now. Arms are above the head and body. Those two poles, remember I mentioned south and north. So you're on your spine, your legs are one way, your arms are the other. You're stretching, stretching, stretching. And when you're ready to release and relax into your Shavasana, release and relax and make your way into your corpse pose. Once again, I'm not in corpse pose, so you can hear what I'm saying. That's okay. Take any more deep breaths, any cleansing breaths, or find your natural breathing in your Shavasana corpse pose moment for peace. And once again, just let it all go. Let it all go. You could have that hazy eyes, or soft eyes, or hazy gaze, or closed eyes once again. We're going to take just a few moments for a moment for peace in Shavasana. Just breathing. Just breathe. Breathing into every little piece and part. Allowing that piece and part to soften with every breath. Sinking into your seat or mat once again. And maybe that gentle smile that comes upon the face. To relax the eyelids. Letting go. Whatever's done is done. It's gone. And just be here. If your eyes are closed, do you notice anything behind the eyelids? Any dots, any lines, any colors, any photos? I tend to have an extremely, extremely creative photo memory. I can see a person's face clearly. I can see a car clearly. I can see colors, shapes, outline. Biased if I say I see purple squares or purple rectangles today because my phone is purple and it's a rectangle in front of me. But is there anything or any shape or any little squeegee or whatnot? If so, maybe your mind also likes to play with photos and colors. Is there's one particular that's been sticking out more than others? For example, mine has been green butterflies in thought, in dreams, in life. They are everywhere I am lately, always in flight. Green's related to the heart chakra. Butterflies are related to abundance and joy. If there's anything that comes to mind, feel free to comment or reach out. You can DM or message me anytime. Best way, Instagram or on this good old YouTube. And let me know. What did you find? Let's talk about it. If nothing at all, and you just welcomed peace and peace of mind, that's wonderful too. We all need that. And so you may continue your moment of peace or shavasana as long as you'd like, as long as you have. Otherwise, if you would like to join me in ending this practice and moving on with the rest of your day or night, depending on where you are in the world, may you slowly start to welcome physical movement back to body and white noise to find its place in your life. Whether it be children or animals or traffic or just whatever noises are in your space. Start to welcome these things in as you gently welcome physical movements through hands, legs, limbs, head. Take your time, no rush, no worry. Breathing, remembering to breathe, and take any other little movements and stretches that are calling you. As you do so, you'll start to awaken to your space. I'd like to bring my prayer hands to heart. And may this flow ease you into the rest of your day with light, peace, smiles, and love. Namaste. So if you have the time to stay, enjoy your moment of peace, please do. Otherwise, if you had any shapes or colors or whatnot that came up, please feel free to reach out. Let me know what they were. I'd love to hear what is manifesting and welcoming itself into your consciousness. And yeah, we're gonna play. So we're gonna start doing these kind of live open studios, as I mentioned earlier, where it's literally just a time to gather. They'll be on YouTube, and it'll literally sometimes just be stretching, just be moving. They'll be kind of at random in the beginning. Just it can be fun to connect and kind of play, especially if you've practiced yogi or you have certain moves that you like. It kind of can get you thinking outside of your mind and your box and allow you to do things that maybe you wouldn't normally do. I like to go to other yoga teachers' classes for that same thing. It allows me to play with stuff and move outside of my comfort zone. And it can be encouraging because then we learn things and can surprise ourselves about what we learn about self, about what we are capable of. And so more information to come about with that as time goes on. If you would like to learn more about that too, I will post it most likely in the Instagram community. Or also the Carmina Smiles. I'll put it in Carmina Smiles community. So if you're not a part of those things, feel free to find out what they are by joining. And I love how it got cozy in here. It's starting to get dark outside. So yeah, thanks. What happened for that? What's happening there? Oh, I saw something come up. Oh yeah, no problem. Thanks, Mary, for being here. I appreciate it. If you don't have a moment of Shavasana now, if you take something later or something comes up, feel free to reach out later and let me know what came to mind. But yeah, look how cozy this is now. It's getting dark. Well, thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate your time. I'll see you later. We'll talk next time.